ampa mensro account hoda nyina awa abraboi mu otweda mponyankopon account ho. Good morning and welcome to New Vision Radio 103.5, your favorite and your number one station on the airwaves and your station of choice. Ampa and brother and right the Columbus Day ewie. The Columbus Day ewie that just say ba boson for can be. Many Leslie that if you say aba somo and right and semi brena na course o my Ghana mu ye titro ye ma me salato say and some be ode ebe to a press conference be e ma say no ko hwe dia asa yarega and right didie bi a ehun hia basabasa bi ani nyina no adimi e course ni nyina na behwe ni atwetwe ho enkomo e wo efia ha say ye be sha ase de ye kofa enum efri e kofa enum eba ko de je de nyunu ba ko I say life is so short but it's so fair. I say life is so short. Ampa emre 8 and that is emre today say ebusafo yinya touch ebusafo yinya some do bibia so me jom we ye ngene come say on the 29th yinya ba ko Kofi Mensa photo ye no so eba so 41 Providence Street right here in the city of Worcester. Life is short.
Life is so short, it passes so quickly and soon it's gone. You just have one life to live on earth, so remember your creator while you have breath. So you see my brother, that life is so short, it passes so quickly and soon it's gone. You just have one life to live on earth, so remember your creator while you have breath. You part with a loved one and say, see you tomorrow. Tomorrow comes, but it may be gone. They tell you your friend has left you in sorrow, and your world comes crashing down. Life is just like a little flower. Today it's here, tomorrow it's gone. So don't just chase after riches and power, 'cause they'll fail you when time is gone. So you see my brother, that life is so short, it passes so quickly and soon it's gone. You just have one life to live on earth, so remember your creator while you have breath.
Alright, remember your creator as you have breath.
That life is so short,
Music coming from
passes so quickly
our dear sister
gone. You just have one
Benny Sofe,
on earth,
bringing us to 22 minutes past the hour 10,
while you have
and also bring us to a word of motivation for the morning. So let me go to Honorable Leslie Barrow for a word of motivation. Leslie.
Good morning, Ken, and good morning to our listeners. This morning's word of motivation says, life is like a camera.
I guess I choose the right song.
Focus on what's important. Capture the good times. Develop from the negatives. And if things don't work out, take another shot. Life is like a camera. Focus on what's important. Capture the good times. develop from the negatives, and if things don't work out, you take another shot. Ken.
All right. So if things don't work out, you take another shot. But you begin by saying life is like a camera, so you just have to focus on things. What about if I focus and I zoom it only on one particular thing and it didn't work out? It will be a waste of time, and two, a waste of resources and everything. Don't you think so?
Normally, when you're taking a shot, instantly people take more than one. So at least you're not going to focus on only one thing and then base your analysis on it. You take too many shots and then decide, oh, this is perfect, that I can work on, or if I want to post that picture, or whatever the reason is for. So you don't just focus on one shot.
Okay. So because you don't just focus on one, life is like a camera, focus on it, and just as if things do not work out, just try something else. That's a word of motivation coming from Uncle Leslie. Also bringing us to our weather report today. As we all know, we are love it running out of time. Your will be a partial. Now, we have our brothers. Mr. Leslie, is Facebook being a little bit biased? We have Haiti being hit by Hurricane Matthew, and now the death toll is so. Even American here, not Carolina alone, the death toll is around 11 people and 1,500 people. In Haiti, the death toll, I can't even. Now I don't even have the figures for the death toll from Haiti, but we didn't see the flags like what happened to France, and people were like, we're with France, the flags, and let's pray for France. It took people to really protest before Facebook started that one for Haiti.
Look, Haiti has really gained from the philanthropy of people, because you remember recently when they had an earthquake there, people really put in so much money for Haiti. Even though up to today we still have information that those aid and monies that were sent up to now, there hasn't been proper accountability on those items and money.
According to Washington Post yesterday, World Cup still have about $500 million in its Haiti fund.
Why should it be? And there are people there who are living
they have only built
yes,
up.
And people are still living, in slums or whatever, or bad conditions. Why should the money be held up to this moment? So that alone sometimes gives people the opportunity to think twice before they put in under money in times like this, which is very unfortunate. But that shouldn't be the case. People are there in need from that time up to this moment, and money is being held. So you think that will push anyone in? People will think twice.
People will think twice. Okay, bring us that report. Currently it's 49 degrees right here in the city of Worcester. The highest today is going to be 63 and the lowest is going to be 46, but right now it's 43 degrees and it's very sunny. It's sunny out there, but hey, let me tell you, if you go out there, it's not that sunny that we all know. The wind is going to be east-southeast 4 miles per hour, and the humidity is going to be 45%. It's going to be 45%, but currently it's 49 degrees right here in the city of Worcester. The highest today is going to be 63 and the lowest is going to be 46. Into no honomana opese upia no hu atalia obeshe ho atalia obeshe ene ehon enkeka ho. Hurricane Matthew has really done his own. The last one singing now for Omo Ekra AC, because a friend of mine that I know who comes from Haiti yesterday sent me a message, and the message was that he has lost about 6 of his relatives. That is so sad. That is so sad. But I also believe that people should also not take advantage of the situation to establish any fund, because they believe as the country has been hit, people will be willing and ready to contribute fund to it, so people should not take advantage of it. And I'm a boy.
Oh yes, there's always this sort of issue. Things happen and you think people should be saying sympathy, and then some people also take advantage of the situation to a man's word. I think recently I reported one story somewhere, is it in India or so, where fund raised for earthquakes, I think something over there. And people were just cashing in on that money left and right, and they were caught. It's just sad.
It's just very sad. But this time around, we just pray that it's our prayer that everything will be right done, and people who will contribute to this fund to go to the people who are really in need of the money, Now today is the 11th day of the 10th month. That is October 11th, 2016, and today is your birthday. As of Mama Michelle Dodu of MTN Ghana. Today is your birthday. So also today is your birthday, Philip Awaji, my own nephew. Today is your birthday. Also, Ajwa Shriki. I know you're on vacation here in the United States of America, New Jersey to be precise. Today is your birthday. Kojo Bosompim Okai. Today is your birthday as well. Shaibu Odum. Today is your birthday. May you all live to be 103.5. May you enjoy this song coming from Felix Owusu. He called this one Happy Birthday, Felix Owusu.
That was a woman. So now my man drive me to you. Biara, what that was a woman. Hey, so now my man drive me to you. So what would you die? To you. So what would not dance? To you. So what could I do? I feel comfortable to wear. Okay, let's do happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. All right. Yeah. Happy birthday to you. What's a woman? So now I'm in the drama. You Biara, what's a woman? Hey, so now I'm in the drama. You so ya would die. You so won't feed us. So won't remember you and your I feel comfortable to you and me there. To you, happy birthday celebration. Enjoy your day. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your day. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. May this special day be a joyful one for you and all your morrows. On your special day, and for always. If you don't want that was a woman, so now I'm in the drama. You and your Yamina Yemuyendi. Bottle to win in a wawudo to win your bottle to win in happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Okay. It's a party. Yes, invite me to the party.
It's a party. Happy birthday.
It's happy birthday. As you're inviting me to the party, make sure that the food will just not just going to be any food. And when you do, because me baby the food and me baby the food and me be and I carry battalions too as well. So if you're going to organize a party, don't forget, as I said earlier on, invite me and me battalion and all right, as we are enjoying, as we are wishing some people happy birthday, is also to let you know that come October 29th, there's going to be a final funeral right for Kofi Mensah photo right here in the city of Worcester. The venue is Church of Pentecost 41 Providence Street. It's going to happen live right here. It's time to go to Mr. Leslie Bano with what is making around the news, around the globe, and also the daily business report and the exchange rate. Yes, as he's putting on his glasses, ready to read for whatever that he has for us this morning. Let's take his song coming from Daddy Lumba, Yentio Obia. Okay, nanka ya kofa we say but you we sports from quick one bana Kalisha by the find a quick one Mr. Leslie and what is making around the news. Kalisha yanko
I say no wait here for na mama bi bia kwa baba the only super morning show in the whole world. Usta abochibem New Vision Radio. Radio station papa. Yake cha story kwa kopi mo Ghana. And I know if you are now Uganda for BPM Tamale Sports Stadium and on the Ghana for the ball goalless draw. Now goalless draw on the boy World Cup qualifier and mun say my PPH as we need network catch it. Say Uganda for coach or by a fellow Moritin Sogovich or say they say the Ghana coach Mediano that should be an professional coach Ghana Bobo Kuno never be to Yakosu. You got a coach now about Martin Robo Golesdro or Tabaleno or say Median, the Ghana Mediano, Sake, Avangata.
And what was Avangata Vicky Kana? I know why Rubini Nagasa. I remember Chomaka pay Willow now with the Association Kakaka. And I say, I don't Ghana phone to party. Segment and but company the other person, David, well, Kuchigana, that said to be getting up to see. Like Kinson, so and I do the same about the teacher say, you say, as a modern, I can respect in the dressing room and I know the field of play. Now, I cited so many examples. Sometimes I don't know much, free kick bar, not press bear 5, Waka Kujirao, number some more, and Kuyi. On stamping authority on the field of play. They say a player is not respected as a more baby get done game. Oh, and a coach, they is upon. And also say, I didn't announce about the coach I fall, but so Quadra, Pioneer, I see, and some coach. Now, boy, Maya, we don't go to the air cost we are on to me and suggest we are not all two bombs are on the she. If he could say, as I was saying, go let's let a boy idiot. I don't want to Kuyi, I don't want to Kuyi, a much of Quadu. They blame coach now and blame on Suvius and say on him the boy to be now say I think quite any say play they brought me idea this season. Open your say you got me and a form of Moncoy observation. I'm going to try to back for no look at in India, Master Quadu or didn't we have papa and they know some coach Abraham Grant to Sweden so much to just say all professionalism and a bit taking hit of Ghana soccer there a World Cup we should forget about it. We should forget about going to World Cup. Now World Cup every year, President Ibu, Minister of Sports Subu, the new 4 million or more common tambum, yes, we qualify to the World Cup, and the World Cup on yet to but I feel when you try to be professional enough, the only thing I say we have to go to Egypt and win. When we win there,
and I'll stick to the World Cup in Russia 2018. By your side, when you go and lose there, you should forget about it because the fair also or many abridged for Papa. I don't know how many a Congo Bible, a Coco Shomo, a card, you know, I'm not who for the Catu, Jericane, and I did for you take Cano, as I did Okaho, a money, you know, and so many abridged for them. 1990 Coco World Cup, oh, Italian night, okay, one of Coco, one more Cobium dance, so many other. Oh, going to one so I'm coach had to say there or not there or catch the man say but one of the Coco and no fan church crowd so when we say the match the main focus should be on the Ghana the Black Star okay but I was 2014 you know you show more and you qualifier and they say the main focus should be on the national team Black Star no I'm show me we there no be so was later so I say paper I'm two no more Russia no more could see a kind that be to me akoso ye enti and then me no ka say na due the senior national team go ko Dublin and South Africa bafana akwa friendly match ni me ya that friendly match require na minister say o mamon ko as the minister say they say the senior national team na cake you don't get national team go no fa if you say $350,000 and now $500,000 ama enya dia senior national team no be ko na mtu hu say akosi antachi etu akwa ko South Africa esi me ka say omo bom kete omo kwa ko si akai o South Africa
minister no buy you
so many ambri pa to coach and so players we omo ko so ko di ko si akai Burkina Faso 1-1 na no coach no e the players ni bi action chance omo prepare enti nya dia omo mo si akai ni bi Barcelona or the players the the attitude almost strong pa almost winning national team let me say akan but no say this Ghana national team Jordan Jordan and Waka Jonathan Mensah so Waka also Mbobi and Afiyakwa so me me say you Waka baba makani na no omo ina no coach reform no omo tu kwakosi akan ma bibetumi akoso ye nti ene wo South Africa time no kick off no 7 and tonight is Ghana 5 o'clock. South Africa much 2 o'clock. Ghana 5 o'clock. Maybe all the TV more say they are say a baby a 12 year and I 1 year and I could get you everybody so they be here from. Then teachers so I am learning to member man intent I will quite far. I'm call Amaroni. Now I'm call for some if you want to back. Met here for World Cup qualifiers so cost the pa and now can see any be back so Emma Bella when Elizabeth coach Kobia Shenyoko Bako France Netherlands Ekoshomo Kabako Montreal Sweden Surface Bulgaria Kamian Samus Montreal call other group now group B is swap Andorra and Hungary no and Yakupoya Duma Andorra and Switzerland they see a kind Fair Island Portugal them here and that I can say about Cuba as me say here for and then in Switzerland no Sudan for to amoko show kaminu e mo to ye kan ba ko Switzerland transfer ma Portugal be show mo kansia mo to kan ba ko Latvia so transfer e ma Hungary e show mo kaminu mo so mo tumi anti e kan ba ko kwa Yakupo ya do na Czech Republic as Azerbaijan be si akan Germany ni Northern Ireland be si akan Norway ni San Marino e so be si akan na me dia make here for no o ko other groups so Kazakhstan and Romania, be see a kind of Denmark and Montenegro, be see a kind Poland and Armenia, be see a kind and call that group Russia, Lithuania and Malta, be see a kind Slovakia and Scotland, be see a kind and Slovenia and England. England and several copies they say winning. They get a captain's band. Yeah, Liverpool 4 captain defender. Had they said no. Now somebody winning the other two just say, "Oh, national team with 13 years. They do maybe they do maybe no matter no matter." The normal sana na babo mu na enye no nwa kwa yi ba no de obobu modi an say obobu modi akokodin no timi abobo no ama national team they say they studied what captain's band no e dey ama Liverpool for captain Fred Henderson no e te no na dey ama tie for no enti ye fi ara ye fa ni che Commonwealth ye ka Commonwealth ifo no ma mu ni bobo pa no Colombia, Brazil, Uruguay, Paraguay, Chile and Venezuela almost so qualify almost Bobby na me no kasa Bolivia and Ecuador as we say kind Colombia and Uruguay we say kind Argentina and Paraguay we say kind Chile, any Peru, and Venezuela, and so any Brazil, and I mean, okay, or Messi, I can't be beer to me, I call Nkaya and then I'm a tearful. And the many man, I'm going to come out to take it back. Therefore, more as I say, Breno, a many shadias, a bomb, passion. And Kaka copy say, I bet about quiet friend, Nemano, yeah, Obama Modiana, Neman, Obama Modiana,
Yo, they said you know, said Inya Kalisha or Jumum said Odi to drink more every a Jumum. And you know, said the telephone, no meeting, think I said, a pain. Mamma Sabano Ho, Fiasim Sabano. Sports minister, I'll buy a pow.
I see money in the hand. Players will go on the field.
No, so far nobody but to me I provided about $300,000 at $350 as he say, you know. But you may provide me, sir.
I said, be I was in here more than I'm calling a kind of bomb by. So you know that's the way it's going.
Because it seems that he's making things more difficult for the Black Stars.
Seriously, see, I'm a sports and Black Stars in general soccer and Ghana is slowly going on a free fall. Say, senior Republican Party is here. Con says, "Ane, yes, you call sports side on." Because Nilanti, why not you say, "Oh, gaba." Sana why not you say?
No. Well, who is he doing?
When two elephants fight now, is the ground that suffers. Between on the GFN, that's the problem that is going on. Saying, I hear one said, every minister who supervises the ministers in
the chief of staff.
So what is the chief of staff saying about this ongoing?
Is it a government agenda?
No, that's the question. Because we can't just let go say, oh, he is the one in charge of the ministry. When things are going wrong, everyone has kept quiet over this issue and the man is running on his own. I think it lacks of supervision. Lack of supervision. By the end, who suffers? It is the country that is going to suffer. It is about time. Whoever supervises the ministry, and our minister now, needs to step in and then let there be peace.
Whoever supervises the minister needs to step in so that there will be a peace. I believe, sir, somebody really needs to step in because this minister Hula Balu thing that is going on is really affecting Ghana soccer.
Okay, you know one thing. I think it's all politically. Right now, the focus is all those who are supposed to be supervising and making sure certain things are being done accordingly. Everyone's mind is all about election, how to win the election, and these are the dangerous times. Things go wrong because why like you say, this is the time. Minister, why like you say, oh, you me more chance. Exactly what is going on because all the focus is on towards the election.
All the focus is on towards the election. Yes, we all know that the focus is on the election, but does we also mean say we should allow it to go, not say anything? We should just allow things to go just like that, like what is happening right now with Lila Jabana and the Ghana Football Association? As
for the masses, they are talking. The newspapers are writing on it, but the fact is, it gets nowhere. And it is only one person, whoever supervises chief of staff, and it is time now for him to wake up and step in. This is long overdue. In the end, you better qualify World Cup.
Do you think that Ghana, after qualifying for 3 World Cups in succession, we have chance of qualifying?
When there is peace now, look, ball airborne.
Because you see the question say if there is going to be such war, we can't make it anywhere.
Of course, Ken. Look, if your management team there's no peace now, psychologically it affects the players and their performance. Oh, because definitely he has favorites within the players. Players they also like him. Only in Tebansa, there will be a division even amongst the players, which in the end it affects the total spirit of the team. Obviously, I don't think we're on the right track. If we don't step in on time now, our qualification is questionable.
All right, we don't step in on time, our qualification will be questionable. Today we have a training match with South Africa. Do you think it's a good training match before Ebeko Egypt in November?
I think it's good. It's good because still our players and
Minister also pay 350,000.
it's good. Look, the players and they haven't had opportunity to really train together for over a good period in preparation. Into such match, I think it's in order there they should play such a game and just to as a warming up towards bringing together the players.
Okay, it's warming together, bringing together the players so that we all know that everything goes on very well in Ghana soccer, Ghana football. Kwesinya Ntechi and Lilante Fanaboy. Whatever the differences that is going on, I believe the minister is this time around is going too far. I don't know, some Ghanaians are supporting the minister, thinking the minister is doing a good job, but I don't know how else it says, but me, the minister is going too far. Because he has worked with so many ministers, Banredu, Safumafo, even with all these Atamis ministers, all these John Mahama ministers, because he has been able to work with them. Who are you? Learn that point. That is this time around. This is don't get.
But first of all, because on ground popularity is questionable. We still have questions over Brazil. We still have questions.
We are not saying that. We are not saying
if you also the presence in one crown, it's another issue that needs to be discussed on the different agenda.
No. If you want to take the person off the Ghana Football Association, go and lobby those who vote for him. Don't do it like what you are doing. That's what I don't get a minister.
I mean, the approaching is not good. From
that's why I don't get a minister.
The approaching is
they
not
have
good.
people who vote for him. Yantaji has been voted for.
It has time for him to leave that place too.
It's not time for him to leave. So say they vote him out. It's a law that is there. To say we change the law or to say we vote him out.
Ken, two things should happen. If you want to bring Yantaji should be removed from that place.
How?
And that point should be taken for the ministry.
Why should we remove that?
And then bring two new faces.
Why do we remove Nantaji?
Nantaji, do you think he has popularity, Ken?
No.
Among Ghanaians and soccer fans?
No. Why should we remove Nantaji? When
we have so many questions about him. Look, Brazil.
If you want to remove Nantaji, why don't you go to people who vote for Nantaji? And he has a mandate. Yantaji is like a FIFA president. He has a mandate. People voted for him. He said I had to. We all know he said I had to has been in African Home of Affairs for a very long time. We want he said I had to go. But so far as the people continue to vote for his Hayatu, he continue to be there. So that's what is happening. So if you want to take Yantaji out, you cannot take him out by force. You have to go to
sometimes
you can't vote for the person.
You can't declare one's vote win to be say popularity. It means that the guy is doing
no. That's what I'm saying. We are not talking about popularity here. We are talking about the rules.
Yeah, you said the voting because he won the vote.
We are talking about the rules that govern the football, the local association football.
I do respect that. Say there is a rule of law how to go about things.
Yes, so why don't we?
That's the reason why I'm saying Neil approach is
wrong. So if Yantaji should go, and I say I don't agree with you for now.
Well,
Yantaji if we say Yantaji should go, Yantaji should go at the right. He should go at the right procedure.
If we should have a referendum of Ghanaian sports fans, Yantaji will be nowhere. I'm telling you.
Let me tell you one thing. So the football we say football rules, or those who vote for the football association president and his executive council, they are not Ghanaian populists. They are not the one who voted for the president. So if we really want to do what is right, let's go. The people who are the regional directors of football, regional association footballs, those who comes in and vote every 2 years or every 4 years, we should start lobbying them. We should try to tell them. We should try to give them alternatives. Let's give them best alternative. Let them know that yes, Yantaji is not the only best thing that will happen to Ghana football. That someone can also do better. When we support that person, the other person can also do better. Let them get those things, and when they come, they will vote him out.
As for that, I agree with you. That's why I keep saying, Nilante's approaching is not good. Approaching, and yet in the end, it's affecting the other day who's suffering. It's the national team that's suffering.
Because look at how I had an opportunity of watching the first half of Ghana game. Look at how we were laboring the game.
There was no teamwork. Look,
there was no teamwork.
Funny team. It is people complain pitching, Tamale pitching ground.
I didn't see the pitch.
There was no coordination in the team.
The pitch was bad. I don't know who thought the game should be played in Tamale. one, the players are based in Europe. These players have a weather condition in Europe as at now.
Why do you say the pitch was bad?
The pitch was so bad.
How? Tell me.
Oh no, okay, again, no.
Mutually now on GTV Live.
Yes.
Throughout 99 minutes.
Not because the passes and where ball.
So passes now.
The ball is jumping. Oh no. Okay, hear ball approach. You hear ball approach. You hear ball. Oh my pass. And the ball is going and the ball is jumping. The ball keep jumping on the field.
Do you know whether it's the ball itself?
It's the field. It's the field. The field was bad.
If you put up a stadium, classified to be international stadium there, obviously the grass there here for the field should conform to that.
The question is that you ask yourself, after 2008 Africa Cup of Nations, this field has not been used. This field has not been maintained.
They've been using the field for league matches. And they're using that field.
They're talking about maintenance.
No, when you say it's not being used now,
they're not being used.
There.
We're talking about international standard and they are not being used, and he said that should be maintained. It's not maintained. The maintenance culture.
Can use it on the line. They will not be used in maintenance.
No.
The field is being used every week for league matches.
League match, man.
Are they not playing there?
No, there's no team in Northern Region in the Premier League.
Are you saying they don't play league matches there?
No, there is no team in the Northern Region
right now. But they play leagues there, matches there.
League matches playing, League One.
Whatever leagues there, Premier League, there's no match being played in Tamale?
No.
So the park is idle?
And the park is idle from Premiership match because RTU is right now in Division 1. RTU that use the field is now in Division 1. There is no team in Northern Region.
Division 1 leagues,
there is no team in Tamale right now that is
Division 1 league in Ombonoy.
Division 1 league Marcus. You are assuming. No. I'm telling you.
Division 1 leagues in the RTU. So what are you talking about?
I'm talking about Premier use. I'm talking
whether
about
it's a Premier League or international. There's soccer match being played on that turf.
There are so many
it's being used.
There are so many teams that we play Premiership on that did not even qualify for CAF standard. Let's take Takwa Stadium for instance. It's been played.
Ewa cry international matches. So much trouble.
There's no way.
Does it come near to the park, right?
There's no way Ewa right now the turf Ewa no is much even better. Yes.
Okay.
The turf. I'm talking about the turf. I'm not talking about the stadium.
No, I'm not talking about the stadium. Don't complain about the pitch now. It's a turf that we're talking about. Yes.
The turf.
And you're telling me work is better than turf now.
Work in 2008, it is still being maintained. But so yes, no. Work in 2008 was regular.
When was the last time who work back? Now let me ask you this.
I'm giving you Elwak in 2008. We've got Africa Cup of Nations. It was red glass, so that's where the team upon Elwak and Tema Sports Stadium and Legon Park. That's what they felt in a Greater Accra. The teams were using for training. Teams in the base of Accra. So all this was red done, and the soldiers maintained their pitch more than the government will maintain that.
Well, I for one, I will never subscribe to the fact that the turf was a problem for the game. The blaster, they didn't click. That was the whole thing.
It's part of the clicking.
No.
Okay, let's go. As you all know, Leslie is trying to be a controversial this morning. I don't know why, but for instance, the minister has to go. The minister has to go. Right now, Yantaji has even been voted to be a executive member in your
but that doesn't make it whatever. I don't think so. Do a referendum.
But do you know, say Ghana sports journalists and watch me, you know? Omunye BD. Ewo Yantaji side into Moka.
The Ghana, they were
and Omunye being in Tinamusu fees and Yantaji should go, so they also support the
Ghana. There are a group that sees the government of the day doing well, and there is a group that sees that they are not doing well. Ghana is now divided into two. Everything you do in Ghana now, there is an element of politics. Even the church.
Even the churches, there's an element of politics. Okay. All right. Okay, then now it's time for us to get the news around the globe from Leslie Banner. Okay, so let's go.
Okay, good morning once again. Good morning. Welcome to 103.5. I want to say a very good morning to my friend, Mr. George Lamte of CVS. I know you're a regular listener of our programs. I want to say a good morning to you. Ken, let me ask you this before I go on. When you were born, were you crying? Or you were
How will
laughing?
I know?
They didn't tell you if you were crying or laughing?
How will I know? When I was born, I didn't even know.
Really? Okay, as for me, I know I was laughing.
Oh, please.
You know why
Every child is supposed to cry.
Do you know why I'm asking this question now?
I don't know. You have to tell me.
Okay, let me tell you a story. He said a baby boy was born in an hospital, laughing instead of crying. The more the midwives looked at him, the harder he laughed. Suddenly, the doctor noticed he had something in his hands. So he pulled his tiny hands apart and discovered he was holding 3 abortion pills. The baby then looked at his mom and said, "No weapon formed against me shall prosper."
That's why that was the cause for the laughing.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So the baby was laughing. Everyone didn't know why. Apparently, he had the pills in his hands, abortion pills, and then when he recognized it, he looked at the mother and said, "No weapon formed against me will prosper." I see. What do you think about that?
All right, let's go.
Let me go with you, and I'm starting all the way from Ivory Coast. Said Ivory Coast ex-First Lady Gbagbo distributed weapons, according to witness. A witness at the trial of Ivory Coast ex-First Lady Simone Gbagbo, who is facing charges of war crimes against humanity, told the judge that the defendant distributed arms that were used in the war which followed her husband's 2010 defeat in the polls, according to the AFP news agency. And then in Ghana, there are so many things going on this morning. I was told this morning there was a proper lineup at the High Court. People are filing injunctions against their disqualification, and as we know, it said a number of parties. Pakwesindum, Mahama, and when I say Mahama, I'm not talking about President Mahama. You all know whom I'm talking about.
We don't know who you're talking about.
President Mahama, not President Mahama. Anna aspirant. And then Mr. Ayoriga, and amongst them, Nana Konedwa Jima Rollins. I don't want to mention quite unquote, all been disqualified in being part of the 2016 election that is due to come on December 7th. Right now, we don't even know whether that December 7th will come on in view of all these injunctions that are being filed today. There's a big question mark whether the December 7th election will even come on as scheduled. And then the next thing is, it says, from the Daily Guide, says, drivers descend upon IGP. Members of the Ghana Committed Drivers Association have expressed their displeasure over the recent directives by the Inspector General of Police, Mr. John Kudolo, to police officers to suspend vehicles checks nationwide. With the directive, which is widely viewed to be politically motivated, police officers are not supposed to stop any vehicle to check its registration documents and driver's licenses. So there's anarchy going on there. And then Bank of Ghana, last week Friday, with Obapa, we dealt with this story where Bank of Ghana purchased a number of high purchase price watches for their retiring staff. So today they said Bank of Ghana to stop purchase of gold watches as package for retiring staff. The Bank of Ghana is set to stop the purchase of gold watches meant to be given out as part of end of service benefit to its retiring staff, which has become under the strong microscope of Ghanaians scrutinizing this sort of move by the bank. And then Kwame Nkrumah Circle interchange to be ready at the end of October. The entire Kwame Nkrumah Circle interchange project is expected to be ready for handing over to the government by the end of this month. I must be frank, I looked the video and it looks really, really nice. It's Subiya Adia Osai NDC. You've done well with the Kwame Nkrumah Circle. I must say that. It's really nice. And then on the business news, IMF hopeful Ghana will return to economic prosperity. Says the International Monetary Fund is hopeful about Ghana's return to economic prosperity as the government maintains strict fiscal discipline ahead of the presidential and parliamentary elections in December. It further said that with less than 2 months to the December polls, the IMF says economic recovery appears attainable as the government has stayed within spending limits and managed its debt in more manageable ways. So IMF is saying good job by the government, NDC. And then finally,
did
the currency.
Did the IMF say good job?
Well, based on what it's saying, it means they've done well. They've maintained their debt in more manageable ways. And so there is hope for the future, according to them. I will come on that.
The same IMF just about 2 weeks or so ago issued a statement that says that Ghana debt ratio to GDP is about to hit 70%. That qualifies the country to be happy.
But I think you said 2 weeks ago, but this one is later, so it means they are monitoring daily what is going on in Ghana, and they are giving their view and observations, analysis about every day what is going on. And with this, it seems like this is going well.
What has changed in 2 weeks?
Hey, a lot has gone on every day.
What has changed in 2 weeks?
So long as there is comments going on every day from government circle, it means that things are being monitored. IMF is saying this, so it is, and this is doing a good job.
It's a high time Ghanaians stop believing in IMF because they give any government is in power and it comes for election, they will say go all the good things because they don't want they don't want them to be able to be a factor in the election. Then the moment that the government lose the election, they'll come up with a damaging report about the government.
They didn't obey the prescriptions.
They did it to Rollins, they did it to Kufuor.
Look, I for one can have said it over years that IMF, I don't like IMF because over the years, most developing countries that have gone to IMF, most of them in the end, those people they end up with being overthrown, especially in Africa. So me personally, IMF, I don't agree with them. But hey, this is what they say. We want to say good job, NDC. If that's true and it's just a gimmick, whatever they are, then that's fine.
I'm telling you, I'm giving you examples. I'm giving you examples. So
my last thing is the currency exchange. The cedi, the US dollar, as of today, is buying price is 3.969, and then the selling is 3.973. It went down because yesterday it was buying was 3.970. And then the selling was 3.974, so it has gone down today. The euro today buying is 4.436, the selling is 4.439. It also went down because today is 4.428 for the buying, and then the selling is 4.431. Yesterday it was 4.436 and then 4.439 for the selling, so it has gone down. The pound sterling yesterday it was 4.4943 and then the selling was 4.950. But today the buying is 4.912 and then the selling is 4.918. So the pound now is going down. I think the government is doing something. Something's going on really good somehow. That things are changing, and I just don't get it. There's a magic somewhere. What do you think? Over to you.
There's more. It's election year, and there's more resources being put into the economy to stabilize the city because people are going to vote based on the currency fluctuation. So we all know that a lot of money will be popping into the system to be able to sustain the city because from now to December 7th is a crucial time that if you are not able to sustain the city, people will look at it and it will be used as a campaign against you, and it will also be a factor for some people to vote you out. So government, no matter what, will be able to hold some money, and we all know that the third tranche of IMF money will be coming in. It seems that it has even been released. So that money could be able to use to hold on to make the city viable.
Because is it a Father Christmas or whatever they call it? It's like everything is now. People tell me, no doing so now. People are enjoying electricity 24/7.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, and so it's good anyway. It's good.
That one thing that we are looking at. If we say it's good, yeah, fine. But the thing is that it's like you hollowing the situation, not fixing it.
Really?
Yes, the problem has not been fixed. Don't let us deceive ourselves. The problem has not been.
Well, that is right now what you say is abstract, because what we see is what we witness, and right now we see that there is power flowing. That's life witnesses.
Yes, but the problem has not been fixed.
And like I'm saying, that is abstract because we don't know. You're talking about unless there's something you know that I don't know about.
We will see after the election.
No, Ken, what you're telling me is like Donald Trump telling me that he won the debate. That's what you're telling me right now. What we see is what we witness. Right? What we witness.
Oh yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm telling you what you are seeing. That yes, this is what we are seeing. But on the reality, the situation, the fixing of the problem. Look, we can adjust problem. For instance, when Ghana was playing the World Cup also, or when the World Cup was going on, they were able to buy a lot of energy from Cote d'Ivoire, so that everybody will be able to watch the games. Anytime that Ghana is playing, there's no doom so anywhere. They buy a lot. So was that time, at the time that they were enjoying it during the World Cup session, was it fixed? Was the problem fixed? Well,
that was the peak of the problem at the time when
the problem was not fixed. It was not fixed at that time. It was like you massaging it, and that's what I'm seeing right now. It's being still massaged because there are other key components that they brought into the system that we're supposed to really generate the money, and the money that we're going to be used to pay those key components is going to be a problem, given ourselves the next year, the next 2 years, because paying about $10 million or so to a Mary is going to be a problem, giving ourselves the next 10 years also. As I said, 10 years, giving ourselves the next year is going to be a really a problem. Alright, so primary residential mortgage that was someone saw yourself, my baby, a coso. Young good TV say, your bape, your wife, and something now, as you share so, your back, and dear, if you are no more. Na ya ba na ya hwe the air coso ya hwe the air coso private residential mortgage yanko to ademra.
Hello, Brakofi netizing.
Yami adumo.
Brakofi me ma me ne nkwala ne frigana bo.
Oh sir, ni etrinkwa.
Iti da se Brakofi baby am ti chochobo bi mi po bi am na bo am apelon.
Oh sir, what's the primary residential mortgage for nka?
Me ba cho there be no mo way.
Oh, omo we say krodua mu ha ya. Obetimi afro mo ahomatrofo say 508 615 4244 and I say 508 792 0360.
Na Brakofi me kwa hwan na me mbusa na se.
Oh, ukwa we say hwe owura Maxwell our boy nuanum bebre na obaboa.
Se na si phone number ne ye 508 615 4244.
Ampa.
And I said 508 792 0360.
Ane.
Oh, Brakofi me da se.
Oh,
I am spread way fella.
Yes, that.
Okay, music coming from a branch here, Machidede. Okala Wiswa. Alright, Investor Massachusetts, the Department of Agriculture. See, can't you BBS said the fresh garden egg is still being supplied to Morovia market and compare food. Monrovia Market at 209 Harding Street. And compare food 664 Main Street. To go home and go garden X Nibi. And Fantini Bagada Trova Neba. And can you back at Sebe ho Sebe? No say Sebe and it's a bit SFR. But it be two different things altogether. So moving on go 664 Main Street or 209 Harding Street. Yenko pay 70 BL. So na pastor Pentecostal movement saying can't you be say in the end time we need to be on our faith. We need to be praying to God. We need to know the Bible so that time for me NCC the pastor Pentecostal say o to suffer obibia wonu wabusu nyina e say mumra Bible in church remu every Wednesday from 5 p.m. till 6 p.m. The Mumbai fellowship so from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Sundays. Pastor Pentecostal movement, end-time movement that we are worshiping our Maker. The venue is Nejim on Ontario Drive, Paxton Max, or just call them at 617-650-5901. Liberty Church of God presents Supernatural Encounter 2016. A boy had 2016. So unyahu nyami enim unyahu nyami enim. Make a child say 2016 year. My dear, tway man pound Hong Kong. Bishop Paul Frank Asante. Ono na jumadi in so watu safri kukuda for. Bishop Daniel K. Pokwa, Ono of Rhode Island neighbor. Sana Bishop Jonathan Ramsey, now Reverend Eric Tim. Watun suffering pennyfui from October 13th. This week here, sharing so. I shall see our church here. From Thursday, October 13th to Sunday, October 16th. But from Thursday to Saturday, it's 6:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. sharp each night. Then on Sunday, the morning service at 10 a.m. to 12:20 noon. Then on Sunday evening, the sanctuary dedication, that's from 6:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. And the venue is 44 Randolph Road, right here in the city of Worcester. You can call 508-926-9040 or 508-371-5506 or call 508-615-2192. Now, let me go. I mean, I know, say hey, obviously say, now my do pass for the second time. Form feel like I can hear fairly weak. But this time around, it seems I support my do. Hey, the lawyer Castle is Ankuma. As a my letter commission 24 hours to reinstate NDP. On side, the Amudo Mako Court. So and I want to in the so lazy in the boots. Dr. Mahama so lazy in the boots. Dr. Edward Mahama so lazy in the boots. As I yarega so already there. If say yes the boss no so no nimuna or no court never channel. So no or no has a yarega. The man who say has 2 PhD. But I say bachelor's cronibi. The honor one if there's not on fried rice in pizza. That's also beer too. Okay, your die is family lock right here on New Vision Radio 103.5. Your favorite and number one station on the airwaves.
leaders who are going through are Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, John Dramani Mahama, Ivor Greenstreet, and Jacob Osei-Yeboah. We are privileged to have on the phone Dr. Hassan Ayariga, flag bearer of the All People's Congress. Good evening, sir, and thank you very much for your time. So, after all the efforts Madame Charlotte Osei has disqualified your party, your immediate reaction?
Madame Charlotte Osei herself is not qualified to be an EC leader. She's stupid and foolish.
No, Dr. Hassan Ayariga, respect yourself, sir. We cannot allow you to go on like that, Dr. Hassan Ayariga. Dr. Hassan Ayariga, if you can hear me, sir, if you want us to continue this interview, you must use the best language ever, sir. Please, your immediate reaction once more.
I am telling you, she is not qualified to be an electoral commissioner. Somebody who was contested in an election, in the past election. You are telling me you don't know his identity. Are you normal? And for that reason, you disqualify that person? Does it make sense to you? Does you tell me, Hassan Ayariga, you don't know his identity? Who the fuck are you?
Okay, Dr. Hassan Ayariga, you are a flag bearer of a political party, and your constituents are listening to you. If you would want to have a conversation with us on radio, we plead with you to use the best language possible, sir. Dr. Hassan Ayariga, can you hear me? Okay, we've just dropped that line. It looks like we cannot take more reactions from Dr. Hassan Ayariga. Obviously upset, but we've been joined on the...
Okay. This is some of the reactions that people reacted to what happened yesterday when the EC announced people are disqualified. Some people were disqualified. The EC disqualified 13 people. Leslie.
Ken, just give me 1 second and I'll come back to your question. I have a little advice that when we were doing the commercial, we mentioned this, the Ghana Medical School, the medical school here who brought the survey that you were commissioning. Yeah. And then I think this is just a food for thought for our Ghanaian shops around that. I think the time has come for us to go beyond just bringing the products from Ghana directly and sell, and then look at other avenues of getting farms on some of these products here too that will augment our importation of these food that we all rely on outside from Ghana. Because if these people have been able to bring this so much planted here and now they harvested and selling all this time, I think it's an eye-opener for a good market for our Ghanaian shops to explore. That's my little advice. Now,
so are you telling us we should go into farming?
I think it's another way of doing that. That's better than always rely on the finished product from Ghana being exported, which goes through a whole lot of conditions before they get here. If we're able to go off and then have a little farm here.
We're buying gives a little foreign exchange to the country. So if
but still,
if you stop buying,
if possible, has been able to bring this and then come and sow here and then, all this produce being all over the place, you can see people are scrambling, buying this sebe at the market. You won't believe it, and therefore it calls for maybe an eye opener for us to look into the possibility of also doing a lot of farming on this produce in Ghana, in the US here. I think it will go a long way.
Maybe right now we should know that we are here. Donald Trump or no Donald Trump, we are here. So we should start having a farm.
Of course, there's not going to be any Donald Trump. Okay. That's what I can bet on with my head. Anyway, you're asking about the EC. Ken, from day one, I have questioned the EC's ability on different programs, Mogosani, and other issues. But on this issue, I support the EC 100%. Listen to Dr. Ayariga, what he's saying. He's not making any substance in his argument to begin with. Don't you know his identity? Who cares about your identity? You can pass through the last election, maybe through negligence of our past EC, which we don't know. And this time somebody is taking the pain to scrutinize the documents being submitted. And you want to tell us because of your past involvement in politics, you should just close your eyes and then pass through everything. I think the EC this time has done a good job, and I, for one, I support her on this. Because some of the reasons that we listened to, I watched live yesterday on Joy News. And people double registration, double endorsements with the same, voters registration number. Look, Now we need to move forward. Ghana needs to move forward, and some of these things needs to stop. And if for God's sake, this one from the beginning, maybe she hasn't done well or whatever, but now she's standing up in that chair and then opening the eyes of Ghanaians about some of this fraud, I think it's in the right direction.
You think it's in the right direction?
Oh yes, I support them 100% on these actions.
The reactions of political parties, especially you listen to. I intentionally play that tape so that people will listen to somebody who want to be a president.
Someone want to you listen to the words that he's using. So either he cut off the phone or the newsman just decided no, because they gave him the second chance to really speak politely in a way that befits an applicant for the presidential position.
And let's listen to the EC boss and her explanations that she gave yesterday on some of the reason why some people were disqualified.
The first opportunity for the candidates who are seeking public office to give us details about themselves and to enable us determine whether they meet the criteria under the law, the qualifying criteria. And so, for instance, under the Constitution, a presidential or vice presidential nominee has to be at least 40 years old, be a registered voter, and they are required to swear a statutory declaration attesting to their eligibility. We have to ensure that they are not chiefs. They don't work with some public sector organizations which the Constitution regards as barring their eligibility. So when the nomination forms are presented to the Electoral Commission, we are obliged to receive them. And we're also obliged to check that the details that have been provided are accurate and that the candidates qualify in accordance with the law. So that the nomination process is a very critical part of the electoral process. And the Electoral Commission has continually urged prospective candidates to take the process seriously. This year we started the process on the 8th of September, announcing that the form is available the following week. We also announced the filing fees for presidential and parliamentary candidates. On the 23rd of September, we launched a publication where the candidates who presented their nominations without pictures, and we gave them time to go and produce it. The only requirement under the law is that these errors or omissions are corrected before the deadline for filing of nominations, which was the 30th of September at 5 p.m. So today, following the receipt of the filing fees and the submitted forms last week, the Commission is now in a position to declare which nominations have been accepted for the presidential elections, and I think subsequently at the constituencies will announce which ones have been received for the parliamentary candidates. Now, the key criteria for presidential candidates to meet are that the forms you submit must be signed by the candidate. The forms must also be signed by a total of 432 registered voters across the country, because you need 2 voters to sign in every administrative district. In addition, 1 voter cannot endorse more than 1 presidential candidate. In the event that a voter endorses more than 1, it disqualifies both candidates. You must also name who your vice president's nominee is, and the vice president nominee must meet the constitutional requirements for the office of vice president. The forms must be properly filled and submitted to the returning officer, in the case of presidential, the chair of the Electoral Commission, on or before the date appointed for the receipt of nominations. The form should be submitted in quadruplicates. The form should include a properly attested statutory declaration which states that the candidate is eligible for the office of president and has met all the requirements. You must also add 4 pictures in accordance with the down 2012 with voter ID number 264-300-5586.
Okay, reading the press conference, and I said, why? 28 minutes or 30 minutes that she made the press, she said so many things. the criteria you need to do before you qualify to stand as a president. But if for Ken Asavaje Abeka Yahu Fiase, Ken Akwaba. Yo, listen, I mean, we don't know if you say before I'm making in so no. I will say the woman explained almost everything. Does it mean say those who were seeking a high office no? And I know what you may ye. And I say, time not the more. Someone found quite hard in the nation. Into me and farmer in time before the due date. No, I'm a woman name who say anything why I think I just was a son will be on and so on.
Ken, time in one different time say NDC Mudian is due back Monday and people Mudian is due on Wednesday, AD is due on whatever day. They were all given the same time frame. Into the seriousness that you attach to forming, that is the evidence of what we're seeing. People think we can just do things the way we can do it. One, so studies here. Oh, Sanko bedroom. Let's say Midim Banon. I don't know how far, but Fakasho in the Samba. Look, we're going to be doing back and forth, and in the end, they may start asking for. Some of them may be asking for extension of 3 days, extension, because this is the trend of Ghana. Those who didn't do their homework, I think you just have to accept 1/4 and stop grumbling over this. Parties are almost submitting BBR according to her, and I only say according to her, and fine now they've been qualified. Only what they do. They shouldn't blame themselves. I mean, other people.
So for instance, PPP, yeah, it disqualify PPP. Is a city call I endorse Indum. Voter region. The same person does Indum in the central region. According to report made from PPP camp, it's a clerical error. Electoral Commission or GB2 2012 petition or GB2 say nipa no sign we say no 4 forms into all sign or sign voter there now or continue sign voter no. He made a mistake and signed the central region that department or sign central region side no. And you know, good to the EC have since said this is a mistake that could be ratified than disqualifying the person.
Ken, election and the last election, you all saw what happened after election. There were so many areas of fraud and irregularities. It's in view of that, if this lady has taken the pain to study some of the things that happened that were wrong now, and this time she decided, oh, you know what, I'm going to open my eyes with the staff, scrutinize everything accordingly.
Did you physically to MPP and this and government?
Well, no, like I said, you're talking so abstract, and so many issues can. Antoine, that's why they qualify. Antoine, that's why they qualify.
When was that Ken, I'm not one age,
Menkasa and Ejina and no master the old fan said or Ejumana the all and said the old interpretation said the Obeso canon. So says I percent democracy ni kone ni na ye na Ejuma there. Then of course there be can say rule of law no should be applied to the fullest. So I say parliament ye na Ejuma as legislative body no or ye na Ejuma ye shemra editor na executive no so timi hwehwem no so jimra ne tum sign ebe ye me bill no be ye mra se kuma then judiciary no so no e wo na fa e so no so ye dey ono so interpret ne ma Ejuma na ye no boa ma kro no democracy ni nyi no e konkan se say no de wo mu no say 3 organs ni na obi ye na Ejuma isi no ni ama ne mra wo de ye dey wo de ye Ejuma parliament na share say mra no and executive no no party in stakeholders in Nigeria to that's what the age man. Now the question now becomes say the previous EC no honor. No in yana. So we'll be at the question.
Let's just said it right now, a few minutes ago.
Because say when more accuse you the present EC say I want temper justice of mercy there. And then somebody was tempering justice of mercy. So what they say, the previous say, every no obune niguso, and the bugusu some of the big quiet, they could do Supreme Court. And the way now we say, with the recommendations Supreme Court demand or one of the last quarter, and and no ABCDB or submit administrating in up before cry bet to abano, and in no follow. So, and I idea Supreme Court Mrano reforms no or more a kind out of the court case in MPP court case, and on those who national say one idea we could do baby a mobile boy could say ABCDB and by a G2 no be better mark or court. And the sounds of the and I mean medical I called it a shot. And wow no why CB want to man cross so I do want to man daughter made me mama emrana edu on your mistake nedman or no now we no so many person and chame say bia we na why didn't know or bibia a strong brosubi so they say nedjuma she's supposed to do that Avarijana ubune ni guswa we no juma Supreme Court na share say so hwe no yede o put so enumo in place because on no na babo ntinga say we no ntwe ska say so they say ne part of the juma no and the juma no oye no nti enya de bia say man so anytim ko ne de na hwe ya abane to na ngasa ko draw the wo bia ni a na hana misroma MPP the way omo budget bebre no say okoko ifana verdict ne ba o abane to na ngasa draw no ngasa nyom no mawi ni a no man ngasa
Ken what can I say na juma no oye C-identify no ena amano sa tumi no or the court of parliament amano parliament for so pass amano sa tumi no the year we say no but don't we think say maybe a inter-party committee this woman could have let people know ne stand be or no maybe home say this is a four-way I'm going my me who say I said there's a Alaska attitude be what I say he said I may in fact Bogania swine into no remember we have all the better and toya with you now so
humanitarian grounds now okay papa you can one said the attorney say emrano machine na no sabi almost share mrano we one fish sumasio and access sunye bi asio omu na party ayini na political parties ni na was emran they know one say wo kwa airport and will be too kwan ahun wo ade bibi bonus e ho a wo e best mission ho a wo pa me declare wo menya hwe but e would the last checkpoint near so mo ho a uni assembly yi enu biem what you say mistake o say nye mistake o ye nya che ho because ho no untimi nsan biem enti na mo ma kwan say akwanya bia wo akwanya bia sa de bia no office e hye ho a na unum say nye bia ni kwan say odi tu kwan na so ye undro say ho no a utimi ye de so ye bia but the moment I be do on there one say wo we su say obeso ye de wo ya de kono so ya omunim mrani na me feel say madrim no na me madrim say previous say you know and wo ye lose and no onye yi say the question now becomes say into so say na wo say koye NDC and MPP kama mi betimenya say kukuduru no aye sa de no ye no ana so and e biem ti say kohwe say pa no aka ne say no say ye pay independent body no mo so akwa NDC for people accord it both for na why get to na ye nya mistake be e wo mu ana so and I make us say there any GSM I the whole way na say democracy me dey be na me dey say these people have the every right to take the whole thing into court so na court na say decide am say
I can court
yeah omunya the court no then the court will interpret say yes because of the ABC there moye no yes it constitutes a say my me beti maka say we disqualify mo and now say we need say 2 minutes say we disqualify
say you made analogy with the airport so was Bison this bag did you pack yourself did you live with somebody no then like you want more Samuel she said this form there's a portion that after all said and done whether number of 1,000 pages in and you sign I sign on the page and I say this form blah 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 blah
she I said those who are found to be within they are recommending them for the police and attorney general for prosecution.
Of course those that were really attempt say they were trying to friends saying to beat the system on it in there, there's a need for them to be given over to the Attorney General.
It becomes a perjury. So at the end of the year, can't say, sign, knowing well, said, the old sign your force. Now, pass what sign up at a Mrana do the perjury or move to no court.
Okay. Samrano edu dia umutimi ede oko court. Yenhwe Pakwasindum anapai wakasa. PPP someone here 5-minute discussion.
5 minutes
discussion with the lady.
Nipana also needs to come already or filing fees needs to come file. What is he struggling with?
Now why the lady not the court?
No, the electoral commission. No, the electoral commission. They want to because I don't believe someone there clerical error.
I mean, he has every right to.
Right. Into one request.
No, but I didn't say as
you want to beat the lady first before court. Which I think is fine. Court they know how they count also.
I think it's fine.
No, but my problem is say they say no. My Okuhuma, my resenting the decision or none of the.
Say maybe with explanation.
I stand where I was yesterday. So in view of warning, still you don't qualify. Have your own tears here. No one could swallow on Supreme Court now.
Because you, my many I go to law no. I a deep papa no. So and it is a challenge be no. One tears be a court na say call because my many dear or no a person accept say and also person put any guzwa call in the first place go mu so. So they say make sure say madam for what disqualify. And in many fees say no the redress should rather come from the court. So I won't court na court and decide say okay my dear my many no constitutional na constitutional. So now I don't know when your clarification everywhere because we'll go back to my many dear definitely my many can say madam for the constitution and now whatever law of your prescribed the man and all no was that kind of
was also police filing. What is
he is the only person
answer the air can even you because Papa Sinduma so around this is the second time. So I believe that or G2 said or any mistake there. Maybe first one and the first either say or commit zeros in no great grana metonym. So and up for a passing through man. So Ubo has a maybe why you oh Jeffrey no so what a business 17 I call almost and quite a ways to buy a machine when you way obviously being needy partners and himself and Corana were more than 70 but almost maybe I know more yet. So
maybe you sue or no you sue not here maybe by mommy they can say maybe only the officer by the law. I just want to go by the law to that man.
Yeah, I make as say no the law no adwuma no. One fan yan could do. And I dey no onim say MPP NDC so everyone more all man no so na di.
Obi no can say esi who to boama obia. Men to them not too much. I'm a wow too much. Which will PF him. Like we saying, say I'm passing on Kodia. Fine, that's the way we want Ghana to go because Ghana quite cheap because of some of this fraud in the election. If now we say we're cleaning the slate now, and that's the way now, then go to the end, which I supported so much on.
Yeah, I
remember. Penny John Dramani Mama Shaya boss November 2023 senior high school to be ready. Peace FM 4 their tour also various schools nibi or various stage of completion. Ebi so was as cra on quite as I'm called toy school no to ayla.
Assassinal.
That's all.
That's all. That's all. That's all. Esankuma lawyer or the letter be a copy it to EC and copy to the media in the letter to the East no or you show ma our kind disagree with you and state that you have no power to proceed in this manner. This is because although since 27 of the Representation of the People's Act 1992 PNEC Law 284 provides that a person who registered twice may be disqualified from voting. There must be a conviction for
convicted for the offence, then a term of imprisonment imposed before disqualification can take effect. The relevant part of the section 27 provides specifically as follows: registration offence. A person who, having applied to have that person's name included in the divisional register without withdrawing the application, applies to have the name included in another divisional register, commit an offence and is liable on the conviction to a fine or not exceeding 500 penalty units or to a term of imprisonment not exceeding 2 years or both fine and imprisonment. And this is a disqualified for a period of 5 years from the date of the expiration of the term of imprisonment from being registered as a voter or voting at election. Emphasis the portion of the letter reads. This is a letter that he wrote to the Electoral Commission. Says so also so they disqualify oba hema nana ajama kredua so me the man the same man as I said 24 hours
for my Supreme Court judge.
There be a lawyer
Oh, okay.
Well, you know, is I wish I say which month about December 7.
Honestly, I think it is questionable. One, because you see, all one so line now. We believe by this only now to submit papers who are caught in there. It is up to the court to set up the expediency over this. No,
yes, why we need a
on the 17th. Any cases that will come in today and whatever, or make sure say certain by certain date they should clear that case. Because one, Ukraine one. If I could say our service trial, it's going to go to the next level.
You go to appeal.
Then the way with time on hand, and honestly, I have a question.
Don't you think say we might also not be fair to some people?
No, because it's just now. That doesn't mean say they should overlook all pros and cons of everything. But
yeah, transfer look a lot of care to your book near to shedder. Honestly,
on the 17th, me personally, there's a question mark. There's a question mark whether because she's saying that, but everything is in the standstill. No party can operate. All those who in parliament is here. Let's say Paco in the party, no one parliament. It means they cannot operate only because the party hasn't been renewed as a qualifier to be in parliament.
The individual parliamentarians
one is
if you are there on the party in a ticket now,
individual, you know, parliamentarians they register
then the presidential, honestly, I doubt if it's on the 17th. I have a question.
So me hope we saw because you know almost court knows what it is and they've taken their stand already. Wow, yeah, also 50,000. Was it 50,000?
Yes.
That was about now make us say they should come out in a year within the shortest time to make the pronouncement.
But that thing has not been decided. That case is so something. No. Injunction in our to we have file injunction separately, but of our injunction of our we say the case, you know. And injunction they were to say maybe injunction behind so they because injunction before you give injunction you should look at whether there can be a reversal. If there can be a reversal, there is no need to give an injunction because imagine 50,000 now court media 70 million can say 50,000 you have no right to take the 50,000 back. But you can give the massive money back to the person. There was no need for an injunction.
But also I will no more be no can read it between the lines. Yes, we are not lawyers in Tabia intimate can be braid here. But the whole point made me who say true injunction it to China. There's no way say Obiru inama way no more. So and you know stakeholders no it was a law it do baby you apply common sense. What should say the situation?
So are you going to apply common sense to people's constitutional right?
No, I don't think say he's denying anybody his constitutional right. A law no ube so be full ube
because so here there is Ankuma echo to Hana people represented
because the same thing on quote another lawyer will quote the same thing so come out of another year a back counter on so dear and the court Supreme Court to say judges will tell him say we case be our Lord in America it takes so many dimensions who no need to classroom who be arguing the same principle but if ever common sense just prevails so and you know crime be asked no who said or fire in next week or two they will come out and say case be or mind the whole in law no yenejuma but politics is so yenejuma on chain we shouldn't forget about that the politics is so yenejuma on chain now politics in the law no it goes together so you judges one by near atmosphere no madam for say exactly or your pronouncement in we can I see Supreme Court I go say I disagree with them but for the sake of my country you know young him so it baby
should we allow the lady to be like de facto way so was she emrebi because
okay the man was refer to her I with them me and me dey be about the chiba or she emrebi
me asa make man can you okay for instance or say who file nomination come and declare your access that we say no emra enye ni to me and enka sa file we say ne ho obi every before whoever got so or more before got some money and what people say same before so but the woman was using her own power to add that into it
but only one thing one question I mean more for years and say and all everything was based on document now amount for mistakes and double and but I told you that document there was an attachment of asset declaration as a part of the condition. She don't mention whether those who said they've qualified, they've really declared the assets. That's one a news piece, So if they did it now, then the document wasn't complete.
That one wasn't even within her powers to even act in the first
place. No, it wasn't, but she attached that as part of the conditions.
Okay, I don't hear money the benefit of the doubt say AB Hono will be to be satisfied. There wasn't any mistake. But
when the media even to ask one or two questions, he just got up and left. But this is a question that people need to ask right now. Does it mean they've declared the assets? Those she claim to have qualified, did they declare the form asset declaration form? Was it attached fully done?
Who say I did be a also a lawyer in the first place and more legal teams so electoral commission one more man.
Most of the commissions are lawyers.
On Monday Bahamas woman say AB party 1 B2 A B and C B at the court and you don't want to bring all your evidences out there. So what you say on court don't do court why I mean when I'm so yeah then I won't now so there was submission about no we are now because I want to argue case you know so say law nini who now said a crendo the akan na lawyer baby jina no abeko two way now no so no electoral commission so lawyers no abeko two
now say obi already say me need to know he does not qualify to endorse a presidential candidate because the person is
say no no born paper na say mo papa ko should do
but this People's Representative Act here is Ankumakoti. I don't know whether if there's nothing new in the CI94. That is the mere fact say Yemus and Ipano everybody say me no we disqualify him. Then it tells us say you have to prosecute the person until the person has been found guilty in jail. I said that person is disqualified.
Okay. Prerogative of mercy and by obeying how the prerogative of mercy works. So what I say. And so no lawyers for so interpreting in different way. I mean then go for and your mom for okay. You are trying ABC say yeah. As an interpretation, you know. As I said, Obia was the interpreter, you know.
To the woman was not fair to
Me the main case on your face because
she was not fair to the people.
Kenny, so we are right. Omo me young baby I said requirement in it here. And what one I find the consequence be discovered from there. Then there's a problem. But some pounds say well when you say any and deliberately what you see or what they are. Ken, I mean encouraging free corruption here there can now. Say no more now we check and checks and balances in Ibiano. Or more free.
Like you say, obviously, or a lawyer. Majority of close.
Because the commissioners, majority of the commissioners are lawyers.
Yes, so you think
they have seven commissioners.
No, say
man of the commission.
Definitely,
work because don't behind papa and as a qualified person to do this training for them. No macrophobia as a bio or maybe was mayor no aqua jaco.
My Muzama some will say as a comic relief but I also. You can call the cat because what do I chance here when you do mama?
Also the simple.
I don't know, is that the best check I did? The best I did not qualify.
Scattered on the coach that to crack. No, I said no can go on just
GCPP. Dan Latebano. I said the electoral commission disqualified my father. The electoral commission disqualified me. I believe and I presuppose they will disqualify my child too.
Well, if they don't do things right, you carry the generations, and that's up to you.
Now,
we're working within laws.
I can't come entrance. I mean, what the essence be? You will feel. You can say she. Why I say Windows number and also rules there rules. Oh, one thing say. I kind of say, actually say this is the rules of the game. Now, no, the whole frequent consequence be I fuck bonnie bisu the idea, Guinea. No, I had the meme face a parties, and I made the send this in MPP and when you had your more mobusi. Now, me hope you say. Obey the judgment na finchim na a drop at one so do be winning. When you national say, hey, said the mechanic say I'm a no, sir, we pass my senate me winning. And to be any beam now o million anti because two major parties no. Until now make us a cabacon effective back one that you tested what they be out.
First this guy, you know, I do an interview. First Aqualo. No, see,
Aqualo.
Also, our evidence pass NDC, NPPDM, so there are false whom it appear.
It's possible.
But see, if it had been NDC or this would have been Penny and NPP.
Do you think that we need to audit the EC?
Oh, many face here man the benefit of the doubt. Also, we are in the press of a friend say subjective for you. I know the can say.
But Ken, do we honestly have to audit the EC?
Once assembly saying Ken before I remember about.
Do we take it to court so that the court will allow what the TEC?
That we have to have a grounds for NDC for the MPP for the now also nyejuma better no one we say omodi of the ban and already normal since 92. We are going back to that, you know, for Republic. And no more scarf for and no more lawyers near into no more funny parts of
and then me tell and I come here, I'll say I'm the constituency now. Constituency chairman and a secretary.
Right.
Constituency chairman and a secretary.
So, nobody else.
No, constituency chairman,
and you can't be a constituency chairman or so what you say? You know, at once on my dream of the eye. Something say I didn't need the whole. Oh, we'll be crowd find the vice president.
Before you win a constituency chairman, you have to have some criteria be so ultimately. You know, yeah, sure say.
My homework here.
All right,
I made Paco syndrome, dear. I was a no. Seka ono no did ni ko hu ya he trusted somebody say be obi be edema and am I honakoye because I just be repeated that
mami pa
ayeduma o aboduma
mami pa
bompa say obeto aso now amemra na yeduma sa so on koye say or ya
if the EC does not know my identity the court will show
who cares about it you already have been proven say we did fraud things on the paper so what are you talking about
okay mummy fancy again Me fancy because because if you feel like coming to me, I mean, pepe.
Oh, we back here.
Just 2 calls we get here. Me 2 calls be fanko.
Hello, Brakofi Netizen.
Nyame adumo.
Brakofi me ma me ne nkwala ne Frigana bo.
Oh, sir, ani etrinkwa.
Ti da se bra.
Hello.
Hello.
Bacha wine yo. Kwesi bacha yanko.
Mo be a question this if you apalo say or evidence.
No. Yeah, question but now by discussion him. Say apalo
You need to say say udo nsa to abro di animo ene ni ziafie. When you say she has her own prerogative. No. So what you disqualify and call for? Now call for me say one evidence say why unfair to them in some other aspect. As I said your man or see for more than you see or you should open up for the others to see. Now ma asem edinasem ko ba ade no sha obi beka so sifini obi beka so why say to conclude no say you shall know the truth and the truth shall set you free inti
very tight
who can say one more na papi mami obi NDC ni MPP ni other 2 candidates no e so a we so no be
okay, because you better was say but if you say me no understand the join the amano.
I'm so on sees will be a national prevent to be a say men court. What the court say no why unfair to us because NDC MPP no yeah say mistakes say mistakes corona did disqualify man and I did disqualify movie no say mistakes corona be war say 2 major parties in the why no our question why now my
we say my last question I fancy say bit of a baby. Is Charlotte say closely Virgin Ghana into chaos ana?
Oh, Debbie. Ken. One say idea we dem ya me can say Ghana no yet normal see o. Idea we buy say baby a so kebia crofobia koye lute bi krama ba na normal e na kram say one of the radio stations say police phobia ko go electoral commission office on here with the say bia na a trigger into something else.
But the 2 major political parties
can you?
The 2 major political parties for
we shouldn't make that assertion and say, I don't even find some my and now I explain it or as some of kinds in with the whole so credible people are making that mistakes now. And the young and I can say, we don't go for instance, the vice president will vice running mate to choose age in the woman who fast age. And the law have to come after you. So young into say mistakes next time no betimi akọ manim na ade no so yesua bibi free mu because enya time bia na be mistake na ye pampa wo ne akwara wo fie no ye bone na wo pampa no a wo bo akwara na na say wo hye no bo ai
but I only I didn't cry if it's a second
mama yeah so last thing
look whether or is not putting Ghana into chaos. That's my answer because one all these things have been going over the years in the same obi have law correct here. Let's give her a chance and move from there. That will
so she's not pushing Ghana to the
chaos. No way. Some parties in Crown I didn't do ground saying just Crown. If a clause been towards it has to be this number of parties. People almost had to grab qua.
Because the electoral commission is not doing a job well. Because the they give the power to the woman. The electoral commission is the parties are supposed to have constituency offices. We're supposed to have constituency offices, and you have to go there and verify. Say this party have their constituency office before you even allow them in the first. Hello.
Ken.
Yes, Yanko.
Boko. Yeah, Mr. Mano can say as I do course watch. time we are now mobile. And so now for more time. O corner some mistakes we are. Or catch yourself, be away into corner.
Na corner, yeah.
Mafabra. So to me, we are doing one and can't on better. Nothing to crew mechanics or why you say, second, you are talking, you know. Time, let my vote count for the court. Supreme Court catches only no matter. And when you know, Madam Tim will be a double registration. A dollar. Oh, and also I'm another way. Obi support to say. When we been nothing, but in Camelita second chance because Mr. Bano also call for reforms. So we are what they call immigration and all that. At least what they call a lawyer and now we make country say, oh aha, we are and from Chelsea about and to be a paper, no say. No, man, post time, so you say, as you said, and you can say, I'm family and you and I did buy a man. When you show me no time, muscle, and maybe you'll be able to me as someone close. So, there's a little bit time on Kakra. No one to say, man, friend, said, oh, if you are Mr. Bano, I'm calling. So now also I am to be able to say I know
okay. All right, but I say, okay.
My second one. Over Keke. Also, you school, Yan is best fiand the Nafia, the DBS was a day, Yanquay exams. The Fana didn't acquire exams, no. The old tribia, the way be an end the Fana. I didn't determine where you say, you will pass it, I won't pass it. So, and into the Mawakwan, say, maybe by some way there was submit to application. Yes, I put an S or the ABB, homework BB, and make sure they be correct. So, what would they quans? I was some our coin as a Brabeji correct in a dear. And then as I'm scrack a bino. And you know, I dare say, to say, and for so no, my young woman next time, and Omunia day, Omutimi, who says, I do know, may be my saying is in a bear consequences a bad Mesuni. No one will see me being free moon. Me fees no more.
Okay, we have NCSA, President Shamogi, Jebedama, Kenasa for Jemedawase, Mr. Leslie Bana Medawase, also. And I mean, your mummy no more frey, Quethi, and Msakeke, Bishop Meda, Mosho Mars, say, waiting a friend, I'm with a margin, Shamububia, Abeka home. Yes, sorry, sweet, the Dr. Mensa Otabe, say, the power of hunger. And it's a common do I told people square why you endorse it, President Mahama. I believe it's Mindy, can pour man.
Each one of us, I believe, has experienced hunger before.
But just stop reading, man. Press red, no.
Strange person.
Stop red. And I back on. Oh, baby, I want
the hunger we are most familiar with is the hunger for food. When we need food,
yes,
we're supposed to be having food,
it's still life,
and we don't have.